Good evening, everyone. Welcome to all who have landed here. I've been a little busy getting some things done since my last video. One of those is using my scraps. So the reason why these were not filmed is because they basically took me about 3-4 hours to complete. And the reason is because every once in a while I like to go through everything I've got and pour over it and go through my scraps, put things together, and this is the page I ended up with. So the reason why it was not filmed is because it took me so long to complete. And I really took my time. I did some organization with my supplies and my papers. And so this is the first one I created. And then this is another one that I created from scraps. And I've got an extra piece under here. So this is the second one I did. And I usually will do these while I'm listening to a podcast or while listening to some light jazz music. So these are the two I've created from scraps. So today, what we're going to do is a very warm and cozy page. An autumn page that takes you to a place of falling leaves, fireplace, travel, and you can make up whatever story you want to make up. So that's what we're going to do today, is a cozy, warm, and inviting page. So I've got some things that I pulled together, and I'll let you see how I decide to put these together. So these are all my things that I've chosen. And so let's begin. How's everyone doing? I hope everyone is having a good November. And this page actually takes me to a place of Thanksgiving, both figuratively and seasonally. So I hope that you draw comfort from it, because I did, by picking out the materials that I may or may not use. I've got some things here that really warm my heart, and I hope that they do yours as well. So let's begin. I'm gonna move this over. I'm only gonna tack down the edges because I may want to tuck something underneath. So I like to leave those options open. I don't know if you guys have plans for the holiday coming up, Thanksgiving. We haven't made plans yet. It's probably going to be more local family getting together, which getting together with family and just spending time together is what I love about this holiday. It's one of my favorites because it is a family holiday. You don't have to worry about the hustle and the bustle, trying to get everything done. It's about family. Is anyone going to be doing any traveling? Leave me a comment and let me know what your guys' plans are. And I'm going to be just fumbling and bringing in some wonderful imagery like sweater, some sweaters, a cozy fireplace. I love the season in which you can light a fire in the fireplace. And right now I'm just playing with placement, seeing where I want to put things. I don't want to cover up these leaves too much. They're so beautiful. So I've got some flowers here that I may not use. And I'm liking the composition of these things. All these things that you see on this page give me comfort. That's why I chose them. Introduce some flowers. I've got some flowers here that I may add on, whether they be red and gold or yellows. We've got some leaves that are on the redder side or dark purple. These are beautiful. So we'll decide that here in a little bit. Okay, this I'm not quite sure, but I'm going to start tacking some of this down now that I know that this is the placement. What are some of your warmest memories of the holidays? Do you guys do any baking? Do you guys sell any of your crafts? Cinnamon is my favorite spice of this season. This is looking a tad crooked. So I'm going to replace it. And I'm not going to go up to this edge on purpose. I changed my mind. I started out that way and then changed my mind. With this particular glue, if you act fast enough, you can reposition, but you don't have much time to do so. I'm actually liking this better over here for some reason. With this, both sweaters can't be seen. And it covers up this beauty right here. So I'm going to change my mind. So I'm glad you've all landed here. I thank you for visiting, getting away from the weary world. And taking time to rest your souls. And just relax. The weekend is almost here. For some of you, that may be a non-issue. But for those of us who do a 9-to-5 type job or any type of job, really, it's very comforting to know that the weekend is almost here. Sometimes you're working with these images and you can almost smell the fallen leaves in the yard. I remember one of my favorite pastimes was raking up the leaves, and when Mom and Dad weren't looking, we'd get a big mound and then we'd just jump in them. And then we'd make such a mess we'd have to start over with raking leaves. Sometimes we'd get the dog involved. And that was always fun. Okay. Let's see. Got a lot of different things to choose from. I'm gonna just start placing. Ooh, I like that. The way that landed there, just like that. Okay, perfect. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes when I have too many options, I get overwhelmed. I like to cross over the flowers or the leaves over images. So that it creates that layering effect. Now this is torn and it's popping up, and I actually don't mind that effect. And I'll show it to you at the end, the way it's popping up. Now we do have a lot of orange, so I want to stay away from orange. And that's why I'm gravitating more towards the dark reds or the yellows. I don't want yellow. So I want to stay away from that. We already have a dark. I want to mix it up. Let's see what I've got. I don't want to do red. It seems to be clashing with that. And daisies normally speak of summer or spring to me. There I am going after that red again. It's funny what your mind gravitates to over and over. And I haven't really gone into these at great length. Okay, I'm liking that. And I'm going to get the rest of these off of here so that we can actually see what we're working with. That's interesting. Okay. So let me get all the extras. Is it magnolia or a gardenia? That's actually, I think, a gardenia. I'm not real big on flower names. And there's my kitty cat, Oscar. He's trying to get me to play. Well, come make an appearance, buddy. He's looking at me like you're not paying attention to me. Okay. So I think this is going to be the last one. I'm going to put some words on here and bid you all a good night. want you guys to pay close attention to this message. And I want to get it straight. There we go. I do need to remember that myself. So hopefully you've enjoyed your time here with me as I worked this little page of things that I find comforting about this season. Good night, good afternoon, or good morning, wherever you are in the world.